Stop talking about comic books or I'll kill you. I don't care if the Hulk could defeat the man.
Hey there, comic fam. Bullseye Bob here, and welcome to Everything Comics. And we're back into our regularly scheduled programming. How about that? Again, you saw the video that I put out over the weekend. I'm going to start doing videos again in honor of my good friend Sam. And so I figured the best way to kick this off would be to do a video that I had promised weeks ago. And that is my 25 book Cgc submission. I submitted these books way back at the beginning of March, and I didn't get them back until about the beginning of October, and never got a chance to show them off. Just things in life have been happening, and but now that I'm doing videos again, I figured I'd go ahead and start off by showing you what came back from CGC. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Bueller and I did a video on the brand new Coffee and Comic Show. There's a link down to his channel in the description. Go check it out. Join us every Monday morning at 5 a.m. We have great topics of discussion, and we have a great time over there. But one of the topics had to do with CGC Business Practices and what people felt about them. And I have to tell you that after this last year, I'm a little soured on CGC. I still want those 9.8 books. And then other than that, you know, I do enjoy having the graded books as well. But truth be told, because of what's going on over there right now, they're not moving fast enough for me to be able to flip books when they're hot, as you'll see inside of this lot. And then also, I've come to have a lot of suspicion, or mistrust, I should say, in their grading. It seems like, you know, grading depends on whether or not that grader has a good day or a bad day. And, you know, so we went over all those topics. Go check out that video. It's a great discussion. If you guys want to join in on any of our discussions, check out Bueller's preview video, which drops every Wednesday. He usually leaves a comment about, you know, what we're going to be discussing, and ask you to leave comments on that video if you want to be part of that discussion. And we use your comments to drive our conversation. So definitely don't miss out on that. But before we get into the actual books that I got in this 25 lot submission, I just want to say that now that we're back, our sponsors are still the same. This video is sponsored by the Rogue Trader. Go check out his website, theroguetraderutah.com. He has a great pressing and cleaning service. Eric is bar none one of the gems of the comic book community. I love that brother. But he has a background in historical document handling, and has many years of pressing experience, which is what you want out of a good pressing and cleaning service, because there's so many different mistakes to make. There's so many different nuances that come up that you have to press things differently based upon what comes in, and cleaning is a whole other process. And he's had so many years of experience. He's bar none the guy that I would trust with my books, sending them in. So go check out his website, theroguetraderutah.com. There's a link down in the description. We did have a deal with a discount. I'm going to talk to him and see if that discount's still in place. So stay tuned for that. So if you want to have your books pressed and cleaned going forward, we may have a discount for you. But we'll let you know about that later on. So, and the other thing is, as you know, I used to do reviews at the Refuge Coffee House at 9217 Southeast Foster Road right here in Portland, Oregon. They are still a sponsor of the show. Love the guys over there at Refuge. If you're ever in town, let me know, and either we'll go to the Refuge or we'll go to Mocha Express. So, you know, we love both coffee houses, and that's what we do here in Portland, is coffee and comics. So let us know if you're going to be in town. We'll take you out to coffee. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this 25 book lot. As you'll see, there are books that were hot earlier in the year, maybe not so hot now. And then I've got some other ones that I was hoping to come back with a 9.8 because they looked really good. And some of them are some of my favorite books. So this is a mix of stuff. So here we go. So before I get into that, I did get another book back finally that I've been waiting for a long time. Let me just go ahead and show this one off. And this is Venom Number One. And the art on the cover there, and it's also signed by Adi Granoff. When this book came out, I absolutely just loved that cover. And when I had an opportunity to have Addie Granoff sign it, I sent it off. This is one of the few books, besides a Shannon Mayer book, that I've sent off. And the only reason why is because he's overseas and doesn't make it out to cons this way very often. And so I figured I'd take the opportunity and take the chance. It wasn't my book to begin with. Trinity Comics had them for sale and they were going to be sending them off. And I took a chance and I just said, hey, I'll go ahead and buy one of those. And so I finally got it back. Love that cover. Venom Number One, cover art by Addie Granoff, and it's signed by him. I love it. Let me take this down. All right, so here we go. So this is the 25 lot submission. I probably should put my eyes on here. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so the first one is Daredevil number 25. This is the second print, and this is the Frankie's exclusive. Absolutely love that. Let's see, the cover art. Let's see, it's cover art is by Koi Pham, which when this one was advertised and solicited in the beginning, it was one that I really looked, I really dug, really wanted it. And Daredevil number 25 has kind of cooled off for a little bit. There's a few different variants that are hotter than others, but I went wild when it came to Daredevil 25. I love the concept of Elektra as Daredevil, and this is just a beautiful piece. Let's go ahead and put this one down. Hopefully my janky setup here will hold up throughout the full gambit of books that I have here. Let's see what the next one is. And we got Star Wars, the High Republic number 1. This is the Kevin Scott variant, or what they call the Hans variant cover. And there we go. Absolutely love this cover. I got a number of these when they first came out, and a couple of these have held up in price for a bit. But again, hot and cold. But because of the news recently that Star Wars is going to be doing something either based on the High Republic or the Old Republic, we don't know yet. This book is starting to spike, and a few of these number 1s are starting to spike. But definitely this was a hotter book back in March than it is right now. So there we go. I'm getting a workout today on this one, so I think I'm going to burn some calories while I'm doing this. Okay, this one I absolutely love. This one will stay in the PC. I think I have a couple of these actually, and this is Fantastic Four Antithesis number 2, but you'll know it as the Alex Ross Timeless variants, and this is the Silver Surfer cover. And there it is. It's come back a 9. All these books are going to be 9.8. It's a 25 book submission, pre-screened, and anything that wasn't a 9.8, I had filtered out. So there's a box of books that didn't make the grade, so we'll check those out at the end of the video. But there you go. Out of the Timeless variants, this was my favorite cover, and so glad to have it back in a 9.8. Very cool. Stay cool. Stay cool. All right, what do we got here next? All right. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, so you guys know how much I love Spawn, and especially the homage covers that Todd McFarlane did. And this is Spawn number 220. And, of course, that's the Youngblood homage cover. And yeah, I mean, I got a couple of these in this lot. I know that I do, so I'm really hoping that they come back 9.8s because they were the best. They were the best copies that I've seen for a while. And so, and these are getting harder to come by. So very cool, very cool. This will be in the PC. All right, man, it's just a grab bag of stuff. I love this. All right, next up we got, okay, so in 2019 we had our last regular free comic book day, and in this particular case, that's when DC was doing their Year of the Villain, and they had a couple of incentive covers, and this was the, I think this was the 1 in 500 cover with the Batman Who Laughs on it, and it's not a very expensive book, but it keeps steady and climbing up in price. But I remember getting that, was very happy to get it. And so that one will probably stay in the PC because I'm a huge Batman Who Laughs fan. And so pretty cool. Came back in 9.8. All right, what do we got next, folks? And you're going to get a lot of Daredevil 25 in this. And this, I think, is probably my favorite of the Daredevil 25 covers. That's probably the only one that's non-Elektra. But here we go. And this cover was done by Salvador LaRocca. And I just think that's a beauty right there. That definitely, there's a lot of great Elektra covers. Our Daredevil 25 covers, both first print and second print. This one was one of my favorite. I just love this piece of DD. I'd love to get a virgin copy of it. Maybe not so much in a comic book, but a picture that I could definitely frame and put up because I love that cover. So very cool, very cool. Very happy on that one. Okay, we're marching right along here, folks. Let's see, what do we got? Another Daredevil 25, and this is the other one that centers just on Daredevil. This was the main cover for Daredevil 25. So there you have it. Had to send that one in. Came back in 9.8. Like I said, there's a ton of these covers, and I went hog wild when it came to Daredevil 25. I thought that's one of the wildest concepts that I've seen in a long time. I've loved the Chip Zdarsky run. I'm very excited to see what he's going to do inside of Devil's Reign coming up. But what an amazing storyline. And there you have it. Daredevil 25, another 9.8. Very happy about that. All right. And moving right along, we have another Daredevil 25. This one I'm very happy to get back. I'm a huge David Mack fan. And that's the David Mack cover with Elektra on it. And so there you have it. I've got a number of David Mack covers, and I think the stuff that he did in the main Daredevil run, especially on the books that contain the Vision Quest storyline, I love that watercolor thing that he does. That's kind of a scrapbooking thing. But bar none, when he does these covers, I love to grab them up. And here's another great Daredevil cover, and his first one doing Daredevil, Elektra as Daredevil. So very happy to have this one. All right, boy, we're trucking right along, aren't we? Okay, next one is an Image book, and we got we got number one. I don't think this is a variant cover. I think this is the main cover of issue number one. Actually, yep, Vanessa Del Rey cover and art. But I seem to remember that I think that was the main cover. I don't think that's a variant. But there you have it. There we go. It's not going to get those blue stripes on the background either way. But I love the series. I am a huge fan of Maxwell Prince. Of course, on the Ice Cream Man. It's one of my favorite books. The series was great, and made it even better because my wife is a professional clown, and she was very happy to see that they just didn't do all like nasty horror stories because, she's a regular clown and she doesn't want to scare people. But she also enjoyed the series. There's a number of books that I've been turning my wife on to get her into comics, and she's in. She loves reading comics, and the series was very interesting to her. So very happy to have this one in the PC, and I think I maybe have a couple of inside of this lot. All right, what do we got here? Oh, yes. Okay, so this is another one of those Spawn homage covers, and this one is the homage to Frank Miller's Dark Knight, and this is Spawn number 224, and you'll recognize the homage here. Very, very happy to have that in a 9.8. Again, like I said, I sent in a number of these homage covers. And so, you never know what's going to happen with the grading there. And so I'm very, very happy that I got this one back in the high grade. And come on, guys. Spawn, homage cover by McFarlane, and Dark Knight. How can you go wrong with that? So there it is. Awesome stuff. Oh, very cool, man. Woo! Love it. Okay. And here we go, moving right along, and we have another Daredevil 25. This is the Virgin of print, the Unknown Comics version edition of the second print. This is, I think, one of my favorite of the Daredevil Elektra issue number 25 first covers. Huge cover reveal of what she looks like in the costume. And again, like I said, I'm a huge fan. I know I go back and forth with Gore Vidal on Elektra. We have our thing. And, you know, truth be told, when I first was reading comics, I always felt like Frank Miller had created Elektra just to kill her. And so I wasn't a fan of the character. And so over the years, I was kind of standoffish with her. And but because of what Zdarsky has done, the character has grown on me. And so I definitely have a love thing going on with Elektra now. So Gore, your wishes come true, my friend. So there we go. All right, very cool. Some good books here, huh? You guys, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments what you think about this lot of books. All right, this one here, we got the Web of Venom, Empire's End, number 1. This is the Gabriel Del Otto Virgin cover. When this first came out, I had to get it. I just love when Del Otto does these black covers with the colored pencil on them. They just pop, and he does so many of them. I mean, you can't get them all, and not all of them are great, but this one, I don't know why, but it really spoke to me when I first saw the cover art, so I figured, what the heck, let's go for it, and I did, and here he is with the 9.8. Very cool. Don't know if I'll end up keeping that one. I gotta sell some stuff here pretty soon, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'll make a judgment on that one later on. Okay, next one. We have another one of those Spawn homage covers. This is number 223, and this is the Walking Dead homage. Very cool. Another one of the homage covers in a 9.8. That makes me very happy. Yeah, I mean, I've got a nice little Spawn collection going, and so very, very cool. I had started to collect Spawn, you know, to try to connect with my son, and we connect over it, but let's face it, I'm the one buying the books. He's not buying anything. He did buy me a book, and I'll cherish that one. That'll never leave my collection. But I love, like I said, I love these homage covers. So here's another one, high grade. Very cool. Might start to run out of room down here. Okay. So let's see. Hold on a second, guys. I got one that's mixed up in here. And I'll show this one off in just a little while, because that's another one I just got back recently. Let's see. Same with this one. Same with this one. Wow, I didn't realize that I had mixed these up. That's how long it's been since I have shown these off. I mean, they've been sitting here waiting for this whole thing to happen for a while. Okay, here's another book that was hot when it first came out, and it's kind of cooled off a bit. That's okay. But here we got Department of Truth, number 1. This is the, I think this is just the regular issue number 1 cover with JFK on it. I still dig this series very much so. James Tynion, he's just killing it all over the place. But again, this is one of those books that definitely I probably would have flipped a lot sooner while it was still hot. Now it's cooled off. We'll see if it gets optioned or something like that, and maybe it'll spike back up again. But very cool. Came back in a 9.8. And I'll show off these other books that I also got in just a minute as well. Okay, here's another one that was hot. I don't know where this one is at now. I haven't checked for a while. But this was the Future State Next Batman number 1. This is the Ken Lashley cover. This is the only one of the covers that just really hit me. I love Ken Lashley's art. And so here is the, it's not a Virgin. I think they call it a limited cover because it still has the DC logo here on the side. and you know what issue it is and all that. But love Ken Lashley's artwork, and you know, the Future State story didn't really grab me as much as I was hoping that it would. But still, this was probably a hotter book when it first came out than it is now. But this is one of the ones that I sent in because it was popping at the time. There we go. All right. People are going to have mixed feelings over this one. I think it's a piece of history. Okay. And when I first saw it, I'm like, I got to get that one, because in hindsight, I know that if I hold on to this one, I think this one's going to be worth some money someday. So here we go. It's Number One. It's the Donald Trump variant. And whether you're a fan of Donald Trump or not, I don't care about that. I'm not trying to be political here, but this is a piece of comics and political history coming together at the same time. And it came out just as he lost the presidency, so it kind of makes a statement. But there it is, Number One, the Donald Trump variant. I know there's a Virgin out there. I never ever saw the Virgin cover solicited. I only ever saw this one solicited, so that's the one that I bought. You know me, I love the Virgin covers more. Very rare do I like to get the trade dress when it comes to some of these covers, because I just don't think that the logo, I think it detracts from the actual artwork on a lot of these. But for some of them, I do like the trade dress. But this one, that was my only option. But again, for me, this is a piece of history, and I truly think it's going to be worth some money at some point, and we'll see what happens. Be kind in the comments, okay? It's just collecting, guys. It has nothing to do with anything political, all right? All right. Okay, so my next book. Oh, yes. Okay. So what we have here is Canto 2 and the Hollow Men Number One. This is the New York Comic Con exclusive, and came back in a 9.8. I absolutely love this series. You guys know that I do. And so this one is definitely going into the PC. I was very glad that this one came back in a high grade. I think I sent in 2. We'll see if the other one has come back as well. I don't remember. I know I've looked through them all here. So, but there you go. There's Canto Number One and the Hollow Men Number Two. One of my favorite series. The issue number 4 of Lionhearted just came out this last week. Fantastic issue. I'd say it's definitely maybe the best issue of the third arc. But here we go. 9.8. Hollow Men, Canto 2 and the Hollow Men Number One, New York Comic Con exclusive, and it's got a 9.8, y'all. Very cool. This is actually fun. You guys having fun? I'm having fun. All right. I'm having fun. There we go. All right. And so let's see here. The next one we got. Love this. This is from my good buddy Brett Hess. This is I Breathe the Body Number One. When I saw this, I had to get it, and so I definitely set it off for submission, and it's come back a 9.8. Very cool. I love this cover. Brett Hess is an amazing artist. He has an incredible mind when it comes to artwork. I love his creativity, and as you can see, I mean, it's Geiger-esque, but it's and people have said that, but I think it stands alone by itself. I don't even know if he used Geiger to inspire it, but to me, I've looked at this cover many times, and emotions come out, and the admiration for the artwork is there, and it's one of those pieces that I could look at over and over again. So very cool to get this back in a 9.8. That's definitely staying in the PC. So very cool. And then we got the last book that was graded of the 25 book lot. I showed this on Bueller's channel because I had just gotten it back. But here we go. Ice Cream Man Number One from Image Comics. This is the Martin Morazzo cover, which is the B cover, and it's the homage to Pink Floyd The Wall. But Ice Cream Man Number One, there you have it. Absolutely love this series. I don't have the A cover. That's something I'm still pursuing. I'll get that at some point, but very happy to have this in the PC. So that is all of the 9.8 books that were in the lot. And but now we're going to look at the books that didn't make the grade. So which books did not come back a 9.8? And let's see, let me get my trusty X-Acto knife here. And we'll see the books that didn't make the grade. And I really appreciate the way CGC packs these up. They always come back in the condition that you sent them to them. I say always. I've seen other, this is my first 25 book lot, but I've seen others and some friends in their submissions. And let's see. So out of the 25 books, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 19 back that were 9.8. So let's see which books didn't make it. All right. First one is The Batman Who Laughs, number 1. This is the Capullo cover. I was definitely hoping to get that into 9.8. I definitely want Capullo to sign this for me. I'm still going to have him sign it. This one I'm very disappointed in. Oh, man. I really was hoping this would come back at 9.8. It was very hard because the foil cracks on this book. But this is Canto 2 in the Hollow Men, number 1. And it is the Spider-Man 300 homage cover. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a shiny cover. It's got the 001 in foil. And, you know, I mean, there's so many Spider-Man 300 homage covers out there. Here's another one I'm very disappointed didn't come back in a 9.8. And that's the Wolverine number 1. This is, I think this is Addie Granoff as well. I love this Wolverine cover. But that one, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm looking at this. Maybe it's something on the back cover, but I thought this thing was pristine, man. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a hold of Eric and resubmit these to him and see what he thinks. Maybe it's just a fluke, but here's another one. Oh, my gosh. This is just Yosagi Ojimbo, the Wanderers. Wanderers, I can't wait. This is the Qua variant. This was a very cool cover. I don't like the stickers on those. Here's one I was hoping came back in 9.8 as well. Oh, well. This is Spawn number 233. Love that cover. And then the last one is another one of those homage covers. And this is a Spawn number 222. So there you have it. That's the 25 book lot. Again, you know, the way things are being graded, you never know. Did they not have their coffee in the morning or something? I'm going to go back through these and look and see if I can find the actual flaws. But I really think on some of these, we're splitting hairs over nothing. Anyway, but, you know, I can't be too disappointed. Again, you know, with the way CGC has been doing things lately, who knows? Who knows what's going on there? But I have... I'm not as apt to send a bunch more books in as I was so gung-ho earlier in the year. And I don't know if that'll change. I can't say that I'll be going to CBCS anytime soon, but we'll see what happens. I'm still kind of on the fence right now, and I hate feeling that way, but that's the truth. Okay, so here's some others. These came back from Captured Collectibles. My good friends over there who handle all of Shannon Mayer signings. And so my dog's hair gets everywhere. All right. So this is Silk number 2, signed by Shannon. Very cool. These are some of the books that came in after the 25 book lot came in. And so very happy to have this. 9.8 signed by Shannon. This one. This I had to get, y'all. You know some of my story. I come from a boxing family, and this is the King in Black number 5, and it's an homage to the fight between Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston that famous pose where after he knocks out Sonny Liston, he's standing over him. And so here we have an homage to that picture, one of the greatest pictures of Muhammad Ali of all time. And so I had to get this. And this one is signed by Tyler Kirkham, the cover artist, and it came back in 9.8. So very cool. Here we go. Another one that came back that I was very happy to get. We got Women of Marvel number 1. This is another one, Shannon Mayer, signed by him back in a 9.8. I've got so many of his books in my collection now, signed and slabbed. I don't know. I know I don't have them all, but I've got a great many of them. And so now that I've got these books back, it's time to set up that interview with Shannon. So stay tuned for that. I'd really love to interview him, hang out with him, talk about what he's doing, talk about what he's going to be doing going forward. And I can talk to him about my appreciation of his artwork, because I just absolutely love his cover art. Great guy, married to a great woman. I don't know if they're married, but married in a relationship with a great woman, Becky, his partner. And those two are thick as thieves and at the cons, and I just love them both. So we'll get them on the channel, and we'll have a great time. Sound good, guys? All right, and then the last book, and this one, man, I was so hoping this came back in 9.8 because I was holding on to it for so long, waiting for the opportunity. But here it is. This is Marvel Comics 1000. This is I think it's the 1 in 200 Virgin cover with Daredevil on it. It is the Gabriel Del Otto cover, and as you can see down here, it's signed by Gabriel Del Otto. And man, I'm so glad. My handling of my books in the beginning, when I first started coming back into collecting, wasn't the greatest, and so this one I kept worrying about that it was going to get damaged, so finally got a chance to have Del Otto sign it, and I sent that one in with the Trinity Comic submission, so I got both of those back at the same time, this is beautiful. I absolutely love this. This was the only piece out of that Marvel Comics 1000 that I wanted. And I definitely put the money down to pay for the 1 in 200 when it first came out. I think I paid $125 for it, maybe. It was either 90 or 125 when I first picked it up. And very happy to have it back in a 9.8 and signed by Del Otto. So, but there you have it, folks. That's my 25 book submission to CGC that I submitted way back in March. And, of course, I threw in a couple other books that had come in between time as well. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll be doing more videos going forward. I'm going to try to get back into doing some reviewing this next week. So stay tuned for that. Here recently, I've been on other people's channels. Definitely go over to my good buddy Jason from Heroes to Icons. We had a great discussion about book 1 of the Wheel of Time. I don't know if you guys are Wheel of Time fans. I am a huge Wheel of Time fan. I've read the series multiple times, played the game, wrote fan fiction for it. I'm just a complete Wheel of Time geek. And we had a great discussion about book number 1. So go check out his channel and check that out. And having said that, I'm going to be doing some Wheel of Time videos here coming up. I'm going to talk about my love of it, how I got into it, what it means to me. And then when the series comes out on Amazon Prime, I'm probably going to do a review of each episode because I can't wait to see this, you guys. I'm still apprehensive because Jeff Bezos, when he first ordered this, he was talking about he wanted his Game of Thrones. And if they Game of Thrones the Wheel of Time, I'm going to be very upset. So I'll just put that out there. But having said that, I love the Wheel of Time series, so we see that. Definitely check out Robbie's channel, Pop Culture Philosophers. This next Friday night, I'm going to be on there with him and the gang, and we're going to be reviewing one of my favorite movies of all time, The Seven Samurai. I absolutely love this movie. You guys know me. I'm a huge martial arts movies fan, whether it be kung fu or samurai movies. You can always check out my Instagram page, Bullseye Bob. Every Friday, I try to throw up a Kung Fu Friday, showing my love of Hong Kong flicks and the art of Kung Fu. And so check those out. I have a great time putting those up. And sometime in the future, I'll probably start doing movie reviews. I'm still working on the format that I want for that. But yeah, these are ideas, and usually ideas are just ideas until you actually do something about them. And so that's what I'm putting myself down to do. I want to do something about it. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. If you like what you see, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, let your friends know about the channel. And I really appreciate you. I can't do this without you. So having said that, I'm going to let you all go. So remember to support your local comic shop, folks. And Excelsior. We'll see you later.
I don't care if the Hulk could defeat the Man of Steel.